Hi guys, good morning. So we are continuing with our series of CAT questions discussions, and we are going ahead with CAT 2017 Slot 1 DILR question paper. So before we discuss the paper, let's quickly just have an introduction. Hi, I'm Munira Lokhandwala, and I am Calcutta alumna, a serial 100 percentiler in the CAT and a 99 percentiler GMAT. I also have a CAT verbal book published by Wiley and available on Amazon. Besides this Unacademy channel, Crack Cat channel, you'll also find me on the app. So please guys, go to the Play Store, install Kiji app ko. Within that, you have to go for the Plus Cat courses and get subscription. There are free courses also, there are special classes also. So just the Unacademy app, right, has numerous ways in which you can learn. With the subscription, without the subscription, you have some free tests and you have great test also that is a part of your subscription. So guys, you should not waste time. There's not a lot of time left for the CAT. Please go ahead, subscribe. Exactly कौन सा subscription लेना है? We can talk towards the end of the session. You can use my code Munira10 to get 10% discount, right? So let's look at the puzzle. Dhoni High School organized 3 different trips. 60% of the students went on the first trip, 80 went on the second, and 90% went on the third trip. Okay, a total of 240 students went on all 3 trips and all of the other students went on exactly 2 trips. So ये 60 का एक नंबर है, correct? 80 का एक नंबर है, एक second trip, और 90 का एक नंबर है. Okay. Now, I mean, you could do all this with a Venn diagram also, but we don't need to do that. When I add these numbers, no, when you add the 3 set wala numbers, what do you get? You get 60 plus 80 plus 90, which is 230. What does this number mean? See, this is a percentage. Okay, if out of 100 students, if students went on exactly 1 trip, okay, there are 3 trips, and if students went on exactly 1 trip, that means जो first trip पे गए वो कहीं और नहीं जा सकते, फिर जो second trip पे गए वो कहीं और नहीं जा सकते, और जो third trip पे गए वो कहीं और नहीं जा सकते. So you would get 1 plus 2 plus 3 जितने लोग गए हैं as 100 full, क्योंकि ये exactly 1 trip था. Now यहाँ पे there is no one going on exactly 1 trip. People are going on exactly 2 trips, okay, or they are going on 3 trips. Okay. अच्छा. Now it's clear कि everyone is going on at least 2 trips. So I'm now, instead of saying कि 2 trips or 3 trips, I'm saying कि सब लोग कम से कम 2 ट्रिप में जा रहे हैं, which means every person is counted twice. उनके फर्स्ट ट्रिप में भी यू आर काउंटिंग, राइट, उनके सेकेंड ट्रिप में भी यू आर काउंटिंग. जो भी ट्रिप 1 और ट्रिप 2 में गया है आप यहाँ पे गिन रहे हो, ये दोनों जगह पे. जो ट्रिप 1 और ट्रिप 3 पे गया है वो आप यहाँ पे गिन रहे हो, और 2 और 3 गया है वो यहाँ पे गिन रहे हो, राइट. सो एवरीवन यू आर काउंटिंग 2 टाइम्स. ठीक है, तो यू आर काउंटिंग पीपल 2 टाइम्स, सो 100 शुड बिकम 200. Why is it 230? It is 230 because some people you are counting 3 times. So it's an extra time that you're counting. That means this extra 30% is equal to 240, which means the total is equal to 800. Right? That's it. So how many students are at Dhoni High School? Exactly 800 students. Right? Great. See guys, Venn diagrams is a very big popular topic with the CAT, so don't take it easy. Okay. Now the DILR section. DILR section में there were 8 sets more or less with 4 questions in each set. अभी सुबह we are going to do 4 sets of 4 questions each, and in the evening we are going to do another 4 sets, right? So talking about these 4 sets guys, जो पहला set है is one of the easier ones to do. The first 2 sets are more easy compared to the next 2 sets. Okay, so let's analyze now what is given to us. In fact, the first set, this set is one of the easiest out of all. This set should have been attempted. Healthy Bites is a fast food joint serving 3 items: burgers, wow, fries, and ice cream. It has 2 employees, A and B, who prepare the items ordered by the clients. Preparation time is 10 minutes for a burger and 2 minutes for an order of ice cream. An employee can prepare only one of these items at a time. Burger, ice cream में से आप एक ही बना सकते हो because it needs your presence. The fries are prepared in an automatic, so you don't need anybody's presence. And 3 portions तुम एक साथ बना सकते हो and it takes 5 minutes. अगर 3 है या 2 है या 1 है, it takes 5 minutes. The fryer does not need an employee to constantly attend to it, and we can ignore the time taken by an employee to start and stop the fryer. Thus, fry बनाने में there is no extra time, no employee needed per se. पर अगर हाँ more than 3 portions है तो you may have to do it in 2 batches. You cannot keep fries ready. Okay. Wishes to serve the orders as early as possible are served as and when ready. However, order is complete only when all items. This is logical. ये तो पूरा logical passage है, paragraph है, right? The table below gives the orders of 3 clients and the times at which they place their orders. So at 10:00, right, you had 1 burger, 3 fries, and 1 order of ice cream. At 10:05, you had 2 fries and 1 order of ice cream. And then you have 1 burger and 1 portion of fries at 10:07. Okay. Now let's look at options. So it's mostly easy. Okay, you need somebody to make burgers, right? 10-minute burger, 2 minutes ice cream. उसके लिए भी you need someone. Fryer is automatic. 5 minutes, 3 portions. Okay. Assume that only one client's order can be processed at any given point of time, right? So they cannot start a new order till previous order is completed. At what time is the order placed by client 1 completely served? तो ये तो client 1 ही है, उसका 10 बजे order आया, correct? And it was burgers and fries and ice cream. अभी 2 employees है, एक burger बनाने लगेगा, correct? 10 बजे burger बनाने लगेगा, and another employee will make ice cream at 10 o'clock. ये 10:10 में खत्म, ये 10:02 में खत्म. फ्राइज तो ऑटोमेटिकली 5 मिनट में बन जाएंगे, ये भी डाल देंगे आप शुरू में ही. यू डोंट नीड एन एम्प्लॉय टू वर्क ऑन दिस. तो ये 10:05 में खत्म. द होल थिंग इज फिनिश्ड एट द largest time, which is 10 minutes after 10. So you are looking at the second option. Correct? Assume that only one client's order can be processed. Okay. At what time is the order placed by client 3 completely served? So client 1 फिर client 3, or you can't work on 2 orders. Okay. So पहले एक का तुमने पता कर लिया कि वो खत्म होता है 10:10 को. Till this is done, you cannot start the second order. Now you start the second order. So you start off the fries at 10:10. You start off the ice cream at 10:10. आइसक्रीम खत्म हो जाती है 10:12 को, फ्राइज खत्म हो जाते हैं 10:15 को, सेकेंड ऑर्डर खत्म होता है 10:15 को, द लार्जेस्ट टाइम. ओके. नाउ द फाइनल ऑर्डर, वो यू विल नॉट स्टार्ट टिल यू फिनिश द सेकेंड ऑर्डर. सो यू विल स्टार्ट इट एट 10:15. द बर्गर इज 10:20. Let me just do this here. Let me rub it off. Yeah. So 10:15 तक we saw कि 2 हो गए. Third order starts at 10:15 and the burger gets over at 10:25, whereas fries are automatic. Fries will get over at 10:20. So order gets over when both are over at 10:25, right? So you are looking at 10:25 for the client 3 to be completely served. Third option. Okay, great. अभी 2 questions थे where there was an assumption that you cannot start an order without completing earlier orders, और यहाँ पे assumption दोनों question पे change हो रहा है कि you can do multiple orders. Okay, so ये काफी सारे questions में this is happening, that 2 questions are of a particular type on the set and then the next 2 questions is something else. So I'm just so each and every question is hard work, hard earned marks for you guys. So preference would be the finish, obviously. What time is the order placed by client to completely served? तो अगर हमें याद हो, right, क्लाइंट 1 का ऑर्डर है 10 बजे, तो शुरू हो जाता है. What is the order? You have burger. Burger gets over at 10:10. Then you have ice cream. Ice cream gets over at 10:02. And then you have fries. Fries के लिए employee is not needed, guys. Okay. So fries get over at 10:05. Now, one employee is busy till 10 minutes after 10, but one employee becomes free right here. So as soon as your second order comes in at 10:05, right? So your second order comes in at 10:05. What is your second order? It is 2 portions of fry and 1 portion of ice cream. So it's fries and ice cream only. So that employee who is free can start working on the fries and ice cream. तो fries तो वैसे भी automatically बन जाएंगे 10-10 तक. Ice cream के लिए, right? The second employee will spend some time और ice cream बन जाएगा 10:07 पे. So your second order also gets done by 10:10. That's your answer, option A. Okay. Suppose the employees are allowed to process, as we said, right? वो continuation है. Fourth client 10:35 को आता है. How many minutes is exactly 1? दोनों नहीं, exactly 1. तो अभी यही अपना चल रहा है कहानी, करेक्ट? 10:10 तक एक एम्प्लॉय कंप्लीटली बिजी होता है, दूसरा एम्प्लॉय 10:02 पे फ्री हो जाता है, करेक्ट? अब 10:05 पे दूसरा ऑर्डर आ जाता है. सो यहां से यहां तक one employee is busy, one employee is idle. यहाँ 3 minutes. One employee exactly is idle. Okay. फिर this order gets over. The employee gets free here. Over it doesn't get over because fries are still happening. But यहाँ पे employee free हो जाता है 10:07 पे. वही आपका तीसरा ऑर्डर आ जाता है. If you see the third order comes in right at 10:07 यहाँ पे. And now you have to do burger and fries. Okay. So burger में वो एक employee busy हो जाता है. The employee that was free. Okay. So this employee now will work on the burger. Burger gets over at 10:17. In the meanwhile, this employee, right, who was making a burger at 10:10 becomes free. And from 10:10 to 10:17, that employee is free for 7 minutes. And again, it's exactly one employee because the second employee is working here. This employee is free. So 7 minutes यहाँ पे लग गए, correct? Where one employee is free. After 10:17, both of them are free till 10:35 when your fourth order comes in. So total time when one employee at a time is free is 3 plus 7, which is 10 minutes. Second option, right? Great. Let's look at the next set. Okay. So a study to look at the early teaming of rural kids was carried out in a number of villages spanning 3 states chosen from northeast, west and south. 54-year-old kids, यानी 50 बच्चे that were 4-year-olds, right, were sampled from each of the 150 villages. 50 kids, right, from each of the 150 villages from NE. So let me just write that down. कि NE के कितने बच्चे हैं? 150 में से 50, right, at a time. So that is 7,500. Okay. फिर west में there are 250 villages. वहां से भी per village 50 kids. So that is 12,500 from west. And south say you have only 200 villages. So into 50, you have 10,000 kids. Okay. And if you add that up, you will get your 30,000 surveyed. Add this up, right? So we have broken up the number of kids based on the region. Now, you find out that 55% studied in primary schools run by government. 30,000 में से government में 55% थे. So what is 55% of 30,000, guys? 55 threes are government में 16,500 बच्चे थे, correct? Private school में 37%. 37 threes are is 111. You should know this, correct? And the remaining 8%, guys, is which is not going to school, 2,400. So we have broken up in which school or whether they are going to school or not, right? The kids surveyed were further divided into two groups based on whether their moms dropped out of school before completing private primary education or not. Okay. The table below gives the number of kids in different types of schools for mothers who dropped out of school before completing primary education. तो ये था breakup with respect to region, with respect to whether they are going to government, private or no school. Now we are breaking up kids based on whether their mothers dropped out. तो जो 30,000 बच्चे हैं उसमें से 18,000 kids की mothers, right, dropped out of school, right, and वो 18,000 का पूरा breakup दिया है. So what we'll do is यहाँ पे see this is the information that you have is based on mothers completing primary education and mothers not completing primary education. So I need to break up this whole table for mothers dropping out and mothers completing. तो ड्रॉपिंग आउट का तो मुझे पूरा ब्रेकअप मिला है, मुझे अभी कंप्लीटिंग का भी ब्रेकअप निकाल के फाइनल ब्रेकअप निकालना है. सो आई हैव ऑलरेडी मेड अ टेबल हियर so that you don't have to work with my hastily drawn, poorly drawn tables. And let's fill this up. So first thing we'll fill up, guys, is these numbers. जो ये number हैं यहाँ के north, east, west, south के numbers total, right? And ये numbers. Let's fill these up first. So your north east numbers, we had 150 villages, 50 children each, right? So this is 7. ये 30,000 मैंने पहले से भरा था because it's given in the text, right? West का you have 12,500 kids, and south में you have the remaining 10,000 kids. तो ये ऐसा breakup हो गया. यहाँ we know that the total for government is 1,65,000. Oh, sorry, 16,500. Private is 1,110,000, and this is the remaining 2,400. Right? I'm picking up these numbers जो हमने already calculate करके रखे. But this is numbers for total government. It does not take into account dropout and not dropout. अब dropout के numbers भर लेते हैं, right? So you have 4,200, 4,200, 5,100. So let's see how much we can remember. Okay, so ये है 4,200, 4,200, 5,100, and this total is also given to us. It is 13,500. तो ये दोनों 13,500 है, which means this is 3,000. Okay, ये भी dropouts के लिए बताया गया है. If the mother is dropout, that 300 यहाँ पे है, 300 यहाँ पे है. Now we'll pick up the remaining four numbers. You have 500, 1,900. बस अब हो गया, बाकी तो we can 500, 1,900 and 3 and 12. 5, 19. Right, 300 and 1,200. So we can fill this up also. This is 2,700. Right, and the remaining is going to be here. So 111 minus 27 is equal to 84. This is going to be 1,800. And this is 600. Now I have to fill up these. Okay, let's fill it up. Let's look at the information given. 60% of the surveyed kids were in G. Okay, in S, जो S में अपने पास कितने थे totally? S में अपने पास 10,000 थे, right? So 60% of this 10,000 is in G. So let's just understand that. Okay, 60% of 10,000, which is 6,000, are in government schools. दिया गया है, right? कि 60% of 10,000 are in G. So 6,000 totally are in G, right? Out of which यहाँ पे 5,100 है, तो 6,000 में से 5,100 निकाल के यहाँ पे 900 बचे. Okay, next. All surveyed kids in S whose mothers had completed primary education were in school. Okay, so यहाँ पे total mothers who had not completed their primary education, right? That is 5,700. Okay, so यहीं पे हम थोड़ा वो कैलकुलेशन कर लेते हैं कि एस में टोटली कितने बच्चे हैं गाइस? 10,000. ये तो हमने कैलकुलेट कर लिया. उसमें से दिस इज स्टेटिस्टिक्स अबाउट मदर्स हु ड्रॉप्ड from their school. So how many mothers dropped out? That is 5,700. S का ही number लेंगे ना. This is all for S. Now अगर dropped out 5,700 है तो complete कितने लोगों ने किया, कितनी mothers ने किया है? 4,300. Which means that the complete वाले numbers in G, in P and O should add up to 4,300. ये तो हमने 5,700 का breakup अपने पास है. Okay, so the G, P and O for completion should add up to 4,300. Let's see. Okay, they're all completing education. So out of the mothers who didn't complete their education, the number of kids who opted out are 0. देखिए, right? All surveyed kids whose mothers were in school. So there's not a single child, correct, whose mother has completed primary education and who is not in school. So that number, as I said, is 0, which means कि 4,300 में से 900 इधर है, तो बचे हुए बच्चे यहाँ पे हैं, right? So 43 minus 9, this number is 3,400. Great. Now let's look at the next statement. In Northeast, among the O kids, 50% had mothers who had dropped out before completing primary education. Okay, तो Northeast O kids ये है. पर ये नंबर क्या है? This 300 is basically out of the mothers who dropped out. But जो total O है, तो ये यहाँ ही हम मैच कर लेते हैं, राइट? कि टोटल जो NEO वाला है, any region and O वाले, correct? That total is made up of mothers who dropped out and mothers who completed. Now 50% अगर drop out है तो मतलब आधा आधा है. This is half, this is half. If this is 300 guys, this also will be 300. Okay, so let's fill this up. So this is 300, which means I can find this, right? This is totally 600, so 300 and 300. Okay, great. Now we have to fill up these 4 cells. Let's see what we know. The number of kids in G in NE was the same as the number of kids in G in W. Okay, तो जो अपने पास G का टोटल कितना है? So this is not talking about mothers at all. Mothers की कुछ बात नहीं चल रही, correct? G में अपने पास टोटल है 16,500. उसमें से guys 6,000 are in South that we found out, right? In G in NE was the same as the number of kids in G in W. So we know कि 6,000 यहाँ पे we have found out कि total S में there is 6,000, which means that the remaining 10,500 after removing 6,000, okay, the remaining 10,500 has to be equally distributed in these two. So 5,250 in each of them. So now let's fill that up. 5,250, right? This is totally, sorry, this is not 5,250. The total is 5,250, पर ये दोनों भी equal है. Okay, so 4,200 में से, sorry, 5,250 में से you need to remove 4,200. So you are having an extra 1,050 here, 1,050 here. तो आपका total becomes 5,250, 5,250 here. And now we can find out what these numbers are. Okay, so from the total of 7,500, if I remove 600 of the O type, correct, 500 ये वाला नंबर, so 1100 we are removing, we are left with 6400. उसमें से if I remove 5250, then 1150 is the number here, and this number will hence be 3850 because the total has to be 8400. हमने पूरा टेबल अभी भर दिया है. Right, now let's look at questions. What percentage of kids from S was studying in P? Okay, so S में कितने बच्चे P में थे? Totally 3700, right? So that is 37% of 3700 out of 10,000. No guys, so percentage wise 3700 out of 10,000 is the same as 37%. Among the kids in W whose mothers had completed primary education, okay, W में से primary education complete कर लिया है, मतलब ये हाँ, मतलब I'm looking at this figure 1050, this figure and this figure. ये तीन figure में से what do we want? How many were not in school? So we are looking at these 300 schools. These guys were not in school in West, right? So you're looking at again option 1, 300. Great. All right. Now we have extra information जिससे आपको दो questions मिलेंगे. In a follow-up survey of the same kids 2 years later, it was found that all the kids were now in school. So जो O वाला column है पूरा गायब कर दिया, ठीक है? O वाले बच्चे या तो G में गए या तो P में गए. Of the kids who were not in school earlier in one region, 25% were in G now, whereas the rest were enrolled in P. Okay. In the second region, all such kids were in G now, while in the third region, 50% G में थे, 50% P में थे. Okay. So let me just write that down. So there are three regions, guys. एक region में 25 G में गए, 75 P में गए. दूसरे रीजन में we don't know which regions, right? 100 G में गए, 0 P में गए, और थर्ड रीजन में आधा आधा, 50-50. Okay. As a result, in all three regions put together, 50% of the kids who were earlier out of school had joined G. Okay. So कितने थे out of school guys totally? If we go back and check, out of school totally 2400. So using these things, right? Using ये 25, 75, 100, 0, 50, 50, I need to ensure that 1200 guys end up going to G and 1200 guys end up going to P. Okay, so let's see what are the three numbers we have for the three categories, for the three regions. We have 600, 1500 and 300. तो एनी वाला रीजन जो है उसमें 600 बच्चे हैं, वेस्ट में 1800 है, नहीं वेस्ट में 1500 है, सॉरी, एंड साउथ में 300 है. तो ऑब्वियसली ये पूरा के पूरा जी में नहीं जाएगा बिकॉज जी में तो टोटली 1200 गए हैं, राइट? तो या तो ये 50% जाएगा या ये 25% जाएगा. तो लेट्स ट्राई 50%. तो 750 आ गया अपने पास. इफ आई गो विथ 50% ऑफ दिस, कैन आई गेट रिमेनिंग 450? I can if I do 100% here and 25% here. तो 50% यहाँ works. Okay. The other option now is, okay, it is not 50 but it is 25. Let's see उससे क्या होता है. We have 600, 1500 and 300. अगर यहाँ मैं 25 रखूंगी so the number that comes from here is 375. अब wherever I put the 50%, wherever I put the 100%, I will get a number ending in at least a single zero. अगर यहाँ पे भी I put 50% guys मुझे 150 मिलेगा, यहाँ पे भी I put 50% मुझे 300 मिलेगा, मेरा end में zero होगा. How will I get 1200? ये 375 is never going to end in a zero. because I'm not getting a 5 from anywhere. So this option is not possible. This is the only thing that is possible. Okay. So what number of the surveyed kids now were in G in W? तो जो भी W का पहले का नंबर था गाइज, उसमें 50% और ऐड हुआ है, मतलब 750 और ऐड हुआ है. So we need to find the G figure for W. This is the G figure for W, which is 5250. उस पे I will add another 750 to find the current figure, and 750 plus 5250, right, is going to give me the answer of 6000. Third option. In a follow-up, so this is the same. What percentage of the surveyed kids in S whose mothers had dropped out, right, were in G now? Okay, so surveyed kids in S. S में क्या हुआ? With the new information, S में you had सारे के सारे, right, 300 ended up joining the government school. So now if I change the S का table, see S में ये dropped out है सारे के सारे, ये तो 0 ही था, correct? And all of these guys ended up joining the government school. So this number becomes 0 and this number becomes 5400. Everything else remains the same. Now what do we need to find out? Whose mothers had dropped out were in G now. तो ओरिजिनल जो ड्रॉप आउट में G का जो था, that was 5100 or 5700. Now it is going to be 5400 or 5700. We need to find that as a percentage. Correct? पहले total जो mothers dropped out थी, correct, in the south region was 5700, out of which kids in G school were 5100, पर अभी 300 और add हुआ है, so it becomes 5400 out of 5700. That is 18 by 19, which is around 94%. 94 से थोड़ा ज़्यादा है, so it is not this number, it is option A, right? Great. So ये second set भी interesting था, as you saw, and compared to the third and the fourth, the second set I felt was very clear. There are not too many cases. It is a very clear set कि आप शुरू में थोड़ा solve कर लो, then you start getting questions. आपको extra information भी है, वो भी वो clearly मिल जाता है. So easiest was set 1, then set 2 is better. Now let's look at set 3. So you have applicants for the doctoral program of A and B. It has 3 sections. Among those appearing for this, you need to get at least 80 in 2 sections, and you need to get about 90 percentile overall. So there are 200 kids that get 90% overall. तो अभी तक हम सिर्फ A वाला इंस्टीट्यूट का बात कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? तो 200 कैंडिडेट्स गेट 90 एंड अबव, जिसमें से सबको कम से कम at least one में they get 80 percentile. This is what the statement means. No one is below 80 in all 3 sections. Means कम से कम एक सेक्शन में उसको 80 मिला है, ठीक है? तो भी कम से कम एक सेक्शन में मिला है, मतलब या तो एक सेक्शन में मिला है, या 2 सेक्शन में मिला है, या 3 सेक्शन में मिला है, ठीक है? 150 are at or above the 80 percentile in exactly 2 sections. So the remaining 50 out of 200, 150 exactly 2 में 80 है, the remaining 50 must be distributed in 3, exactly 3 and exactly 1. ठीक है? The number of candidates at or above the 80 percentile only in P is the same as only in C, is the same as only in M. Okay, and number of candidates below 80 in P, below 80 in C, and below 80 in M is in the ratio 4:2:1. BI uses a different process. वो AIT को AET वाले को कंसिडर करता ही है, okay, provided वो 80 percentile and above है P में. Any other person who has got 80% or above in P is required to appear in a separate test, and there are 400 candidates this year. तो अभी as of right now इसको थोड़ा हम पीछे हटते हैं इससे, and let's focus on this. Okay, so you have 3 sets, guys. There are these set of guys who get 80 and above in P. There are set of guys who get 80 and above in M, and there are set of guys who get 80 and above in C. Almost everything is the same, but P, C and M is in the ratio 4:2:1. So let's draw this Venn diagram. Thankfully मैंने draw करके रखा है, so you don't need to worry. Okay. What are the things that we can straight away work with? एक तो किसी को भी तीनों सेक्शन में डंडा नहीं लगा, राइट? तो एक सेक्शन में एटलीस्ट उनको 80 परसेंटाइल मिला है, सो H इज 0. दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग. देन वी नो कि एग्जैक्टली दो सेक्शन में 80 परसेंटाइल वाले लोग हैं जो, विच इज D. D इज एग्जैक्टली 2. दिस इज 2, राइट? दिस इज 2. ये A, B और C इज एग्जैक्टली 1. A वाले बच्चे वो है जिनको सिर्फ फिजिक्स में 80 परसेंटाइल मिला है. E वाले बच्चे वो है जिसको फिजिक्स में 80 परसेंटाइल मिला है और मैथ्स में भी 80% मिला है. F इज मैथ्स और केमिस्ट्री दोनों में 80 परसेंटाइल एंड अबव मिला है, एंड G इज तीनों में 80 परसेंटाइल एंड अबव मिला है, राइट? तो हमें बताया गया है कि 80 परसेंटाइल एंड अबव फॉर 2 सेक्शंस विच इज D प्लस E प्लस F, दिस इज 150. Which means the remaining 200 है ना टोटल बच्चे, और बाहर तो कुछ नहीं है, H is 0. The remaining is 50. Now उसमें से भी only physics is the same as only chemistry. So why B? We'll use A, which is the same as only maths. So I will get that 3A, A plus A plus A, and this G. This is 50. Okay, great. Now एक information हमने use नहीं की है कि people who do not get 80 percentile in physics, वो कौन से लोग हैं? ये पूरा जो है circle, these are guys who have got 80 percentile and above in physics. These are the guys who have not got 80 percentile and above in physics. So 2A plus F, ये physics है. Similarly, chemistry is 2A plus E, and maths is 2A plus D. ये तीनों जो numbers है, they have to be in the ratio 4:2:1. So if I add them up, guys, I'll get 2A plus F, 2A plus E, and 2A plus D. All of this should be a multiple of 7 because 4 plus 2 plus 1, which means 6A plus D plus E plus F is a multiple of 7. This we already know is 150. और 150 पूरे नंबर के साथ, if 150 plus something is a multiple of 7, that means 3 plus something. Now I can write 150 as 147 plus 3. इसमें 7 already है, तो ये दोनों में 7 होना चाहिए. 6A plus 3 should be a multiple of 7. तो अभी इसको सॉल्व कैसे करेंगे? How will we find the first value? So you'll write it like this, that 7K, right, or whatever, 6A is equal to 7K minus 3, which means it is 7 6K plus K minus 3. This is a multiple of 6. This is a multiple of 6. This also has to be a multiple of 6. The smallest value is when K is equal to 3. एक बार 3 मिला तो other values will come in jumps of 7. So 3 के बाद second will be 10, then 17, right? And then you will have 24, etc. Okay? So then the values that you will get for A and G, correct? You have 3A plus G is 50, which means that A has to be less than 17. So there are 3 values that you get, correct? You get only, sorry, not 3 values, 2 values. You get 3 or 10. So if you check, right, you put A is equal to 3 here, you get 6 into 3, 18, and then another 3 gives you a multiple of 7. If you put 10 here, then 6 into 10, 60, plus 3 gives you a multiple of 7, correct? So great. Now let's write down our possible values. हाउ विल वी गेट इट? पहले तो हमें a के दो वैल्यूज मिले, एक तो a कैन बी 3 और a कैन बी 10, करेक्ट? b c भी सेम है, सो आई डोंट नीड टू राइट अबाउट दोस, d e f और g. Now I know 3a plus g is 50, so if a is 3, g will be 41. If a is 10, g will be 20. अभी यहाँ पे 4:2:1 का रेशियो हमें निकालना है, करेक्ट? सो यू विल गेट 2a if I solve this and put a is equal to 3, 6 plus f, right? Then divided by 6 plus e is equal to, in the ratio, 2 by 1, 4:2. Right? So let's say 6 plus f is equal to 4k, 6 plus e is equal to 2k, and 6 plus g is equal to k. Okay? Sorry, not g, d. Yeah, 6 plus d is equal to k. So I'm trying to find out the value of k, given that I know k, 7k. What is 7k? It is going to be 18 plus 150, 168, right? So k will be equal to 24. Okay? So once I get that k is equal to 24, let me just check that. Sometimes I just jump steps. Yeah, k is 24. So 6 plus f is equal to 4k is equal to 96. So f in that case will be 90. Right? So f will be 90 when 3 है, correct? यहाँ पे I'll get 2 into 24, which is 48. E will be 42. And D will be 18. This is when A is equal to 3. Similarly, now if I work with A is equal to 10, correct? And I say K 20. 20 and 20. So I'll get 60 plus 150 is equal to 7k. So k I will get as 30. So यहाँ पे if I put k as 30, right? 20 plus f is equal to 120. So I will get f as 100. Sorry, I hope I put in numbers properly, right? F is 100 here. In this case, I will get 60 and I have to subtract 20. So 40 for E. So यहाँ पे I will have 10. So these are the possible values. Okay. Now let's look at questions. What best can be concluded about the number of candidates sitting for the separate test for BIE who were at or above the 90 percentile overall in CET? अब BIE के लिए कौन बैठेगा, right? जिसको 90 percentile and above आया है और जो दो sections के लिए clear किया है वो तो AET के लिए बैठेंगे, correct? If you have got more than 90 percentile, where's the pen? Yeah, if you have got more than 90 percentile and you've cleared two sections, you will not look at the BIE test, you will look at the AET test. BIE में वही बच्चे टेस्ट लेते हैं, the second aptitude test BET, right? Who get 90 percentile and above and get more than 80 percentile in physics, this number, but have not cleared both the sections. They have not cleared two sections. Physics में 80 percentile and above, if you see the instructions, right? 80 percentile and above in physics is critical. पर अगर उसका दो सेक्शन या तीन सेक्शन क्लियर हुआ है तो वो बंदा तो ये ले लेगा AET, correct? Only if it is not cleared two sections, only if that person has just cleared one section, which is P, then he will need to take the BET exam. Okay? तो 90 percentile and above में से I need to find out the number A, and that number, guys, as we already know, is 3 or 10. So I'm looking at option 1, 3 or 10. Okay, great. Now let's look at type in the answer question. This is the first type in the answer question that we have. Is the number of candidates who are at or above the 90 percentile overall, right? And also at or above the 80 percentile in all three sections, which is G, is actually a multiple of 5. Okay, the 90 percentile and above वो तो 200 बच्चे हैं पर तीनों में, right? So you're looking at G. G has to be a multiple of 5. When does that happen? G is a multiple of 5 in the second column. यहाँ पे G is a multiple of 5. Okay, so we are looking at the second column. What is the number of candidates who are at or above 90, right? And at or above 80 percentile in both P and M in CET. So 90 तो है ही, P और M फिजिक्स और मैथ्स दोनों में उनको 80 percentile and above मिला है, correct? So you are looking at these two values. We are not saying exactly 2, we are saying these two only. So it is E plus G. E plus G, guys, is 40 plus 20 here. I'm just finding E plus G from the column. It is 40 plus 20, 60. So the answer here is 60. You have to be careful about exactly 2, exactly 3 बोलते हैं तो बात अलग है. Otherwise, right, in the Venn diagram, you want to look at both of these. So it is E plus G, which is 60. So the answer here is 60. Okay, great. Next is the number of candidates who are at or above and also at or above in all three sections is actually, तो वो तो हमें already, I'm telling you, कि वो extra information दिया है. Second column. Then how many candidates were shortlisted for the AET for AIE? So we are looking at the second column and we want to find out कि कितने लोगों ने कम से कम 2 section clear किया है. Second column, correct? So I have to remove A and A. ये बाकी सब because they have got more than 90 overall and they have cleared 2 sections with 80 percentile and above. ये सारे लोग exam लेंगे AET का. So that number, guys, is going to be 200 minus 30, 170. Correct? 200 बच्चे थे जिसको 90 and above मिला, उसमें से I will remove the 10, 10, 10, which is the only a particular section वाला number because we are working with the second column, and then we will be left with 170. Okay. If the number of candidates who are at or above the 90 percentile level and also are at or above the 80 percentile in P and CET is more than 100. Okay, so P का पूरा circle should be more than 100. Then how many candidates had to sit for the separate test for BIE? So separate test BIE में कौन-कौन बैठेगा? There are 400 kids who have got more than 80. उसमें से कुछ लोग तो AET के लिए ही बैठेंगे, पर बाकी सब को BIE के लिए बैठना है. Okay, तो AET के लिए कितना बैठेंगे? That's what we need to find out. Have you understood, guys? Right? There were 400 kids who have got 80 and above. वो 90 percentile का तो नहीं है इसमें. So they have got 80 and above in P. इसमें से if I remove those kids who are sitting for the AET, which is 90 percentile and above, and दो sections जिसने clear किया है, ये values मैं निकालूंगी. तो I will find out the number of kids who are going to be sitting for the separate test. So let's find that number out, guys. Multiple of 5 है, so we are looking at the second column. Okay. So what is that number? We are ये D, G और E. ये तीनों P total जो है, correct? What is P का total here? The total number of kids in P is going to be 10, 10, 40, correct? Just a second, I am looking at, and also in P. is more than 100. Yeah, we have not found out कि what is more than 100. When is that more than 100? Correct? P में कितने लोग हैं? So यहाँ पे P में कितने लोग हैं दोनों कॉलम में? We'll check out quickly. यहाँ पे P में there is 10. Correct? P is made up of A plus D plus G plus E. So in the second column, A, D, E and G is less than 100. It is only 80. But in the first column, A, D, E and G is more than 100. So we are looking at the first column here. ठीक है? So first column में you have how many kids? Here you have 104, right? जिसमें से इन लोगों को एग्जाम नहीं लेना है because they are already taking AET. So I need to remove these numbers, not F, G. So we'll remove them. We will remove 18, 42 and 41 from our answer. So 400 minus 18 minus 42 minus 41 is basically 400 minus 101. So your answer is going to be 299. You can see, right, this set guys can be very confusing. एक तो आपको पूरा वेन डायग्राम सॉल्व करना है, फिर वो AI, BI. So ये सेट के लिए I would say कि थोड़ा धीरज धरो. Don't do this set unless you have time in the end. Okay. So set 4. Okay. Set 4 is interesting. You have simple happiness index of a country is computed on the basis of 3 parameters: social support, freedom to life, and corruption perception. Each of these 3 parameters is measured on a scale of 0 to 8. A country is then categorized based on the total score obtained by summing the scores of all the 3 parameters as shown in the following table. तो तीनों का जो स्कोर है, जो 0 के से 8 के बीच में होता है, तो हाईएस्ट स्कोर क्या है गाइस? 24. लोएस्ट स्कोर क्या है? 0. जो 0 के पास है वो वेरी अनहैप्पी है, जो 24 के पास है वो वेरी हैप्पी है. तो तीनों के स्कोर ऐड करना है. ओके. Following diagram depicts the frequency distribution of the scores in SF and C of 10 countries. Okay. So what is this about? Okay. So their C. Okay. जो करप्शन परसेप्शन का जो फैक्टर है उसको एक बार 1 का स्कोर मिला है. करप्शन को 3 कंट्रीज ने 2 का स्कोर दिया है. 4 कंट्रीज में 3 का स्कोर है, 1 कंट्री में 4 का स्कोर है. ओके. सो बेसिकली इट इज गिविंग अस द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कि आउट ऑफ द 10 कंट्रीज हाउ मेनी कंट्रीज गिव अ रेटिंग ऑफ 5 to F. You can say, हाँ 3 countries, ये F is right. 3 countries give a rating of 5 to F. How many countries give a rating of 2 to C? So you come to 2 and say that 3 countries give a rating of 2 to C. How many countries give a rating of 7 to C? 0. यहाँ पे है ही नहीं. So what we have done guys before we start looking at even all this, ये फ्रीक्वेंसी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को हमने फ्रीक्वेंसी टेबल बना दिया है. दिस इज अ फ्रीक्वेंसी टेबल कि नाइदर एस नॉर एफ नॉर सी किसी को 0 नहीं मिला है. कोई भी कंट्री ने 0 नहीं दिया है. ओके. 2 कंट्री ने एफ को 1 का स्कोर दिया है, 1 कंट्री ने सी को 1 का स्कोर दिया है. दिस इज व्हाट इट मीन्स. सो देखिए टोटल 10 हो रहा है. देयर आर 10 स्कोर्स. एस को कम से कम 3 मिला है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा 7. एफ को कम से कम 2 मिला है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा 1. सी को कम से कम 1 मिला है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा 6. दिस इज व्हाट द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मीन्स. ये दिस इज ऑल्सो अ वेरी टफ सेट एंड इट इज मेड मोर टफ बिकॉज इसको समझने में टाइम लगता है कि ये क्या है. राइट. व्हाट इज दिस ग्राफ? So I want you to first of all clearly understand what this graph is. That it tells us how many countries have given a particular score to a particular parameter. That is what this graph is. And ये graph को we can easily convert to a table so that it's easier to work with. This is the table that we get. Okay. Now we will look at the information given. Amda and Cols jointly have the lowest total score of 7 with identical scores in all the three parameters. Okay, so you can get a score of 7 in how many ways? We will see. Zuma has a total score of 17, and all the three countries which are characterized as happy have the highest score in exactly one parameter. So there are just three statements given. Okay, let's understand these three statements. A और C दोनों को 7 का स्कोर मिला है. हाउ इज 7 कमिंग? 7 इज बेसिकली S में जितना आपको स्कोर मिला प्लस F में जितना स्कोर मिला प्लस C में जितना स्कोर मिला. क्या किसी को 0 मिला है? नो वन हैज गॉट अ 0. So the lowest score possible is 1. How can you get 7 using 1? So there are a lot of ways. One is okay, the three scores are 1, 1 and 5. अभी दोनों कंट्री को, टू कंट्रीज को ये स्कोर मिला है 1, 1 and 5. ओके, दैट मीन्स द स्कोर ऑफ 1, दो पैरामीटर्स को दो बार मिलने चाहिए ना. ओके, अब देखो यहाँ पे 1 दो बार मिल रहा है F को, पर C को ना S को, दोनों को 1 नहीं मिला है. So to get this 115 guys, you have to have something like 2 or more than 2 in at least 2 parameters. You need 2 or more than 2. सिर्फ एक पैरामीटर में 2 है तो 115 is not possible. So this is one way. ठीक है. Now we will say कि अगर 1, so you say कि 7 में से एक गया, 6 बचा. 6 can be 1 plus 5 or it can be 2 plus 4. So there are two countries with this. Are there 2 1s? Yes. Are there 2 2s? Yes. Are there 2 4s? Yes. There are enough. No, sorry, 2 4s are here. So is this possible? Yes. In what other ways? I can get it as 1 3 3. 6 को मैं 3 3 करके भी I can break up. Are there 2 1s? Yes. Are there 2 3s in 2 parameters? Yes and yes. And this works, guys. I can get 2 3s in S, I can get 2 1s in F, and I can get 2 3s in C. ये अलग है ना? ऐसा I can't do because then you know F cannot be used twice. F has to be used once, S has to be used once, C has to be used once. Then only you'll get your score. So 1 3 3 is also possible. How else? अगर मैं 1 को लेती ही नहीं हूँ, then there's only one possibility, 2 2 and 3. That means I need the parameter of 2 in 2 parameters 2 times. Is that happening? No. I have parameter 2, score 2, sorry, in only one parameter 2 times. And the other parameters I don't have 2 times. So ये भी not possible है. These are the 2 possibilities for A and C. Now the second thing given to us is कि Zuma का score is 17. सिमिलरली अभी मुझे देखना पड़ेगा 17 कैसे कैसे आ सकता है. ओके, और सी वेरी हैप्पी मीन्स व्हाट? नॉट सो वेरी हैप्पी, सॉरी, हैप्पी मीन्स व्हाट? 14 to 19. There are 3 countries in happy. Zuma is one of them because Zuma also has a happy score, 17 का score. 14 to 19 is happy. Zuma is 17. Zuma is a happy country. So Zuma has to have one of the highest scores. तो S का हायर स्कोर क्या है गाइस? 7. F का क्या है? 1. ओके, तो S का 7 है हाईएस्ट स्कोर, F का भी 7 है, राइट, हाईएस्ट स्कोर, और C का हाईएस्ट स्कोर है 6. तो हाउ कैन Zuma गेट 17? वन पॉसिबिलिटी 773, पर उसको फिर 2 जगह हाई मिल जाएगा व्हेन वी नो कि एग्जैक्टली 1 में उसको हाई मिला है लाइक द अदर 2 कंट्रीज. सो दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. अच्छा, 7 के बाद the other breakup is 7, 6, 4. That's another breakup for 10, right? 7, 3, 6, 4. Now, is this possible? Yes. I could do 7 here. I could do 6 here, पर फिर 2 हाईएस्ट आ जाएंगे, तो 7 यहाँ नहीं होगा, right? 7, 6, 4 में 7 comes from F. 6 comes from S and 4 comes from C. I hope it's clear. Okay, 7, 6, 4 mein, if I take this 7, then my 6 will have to come from C because it can't come from S because I've already used S. And I can't have too high. C is a high score, वो कोई दूसरा country लेके जाएगा. Each of the 3 countries has a different high score. So F में 7 है, correct? और ये वाला तो हम नहीं ले सकते because ये दूसरा country लेगा. S will be the one with 6 and the 4 will come from C. Okay, so this is possible, one possibility. Then can I have 7, 5, 5? So we did 7, 3, 6, 4, 5, 5. And I mean, when I'm doing 7, 3, I'm also doing 3, 7 and 4, 6, right? So this is the last possibility with 7. To do 7, 5, 5, guys, okay, I need, see 7 तो C से नहीं निकल सकता क्योंकि C में 7 नहीं है. 5 भी C से नहीं निकल सकता क्योंकि C में 5 भी नहीं. तो C से कौन सा स्कोर आएगा? कोई आ ही नहीं सकता, इसलिए this is not possible. Then if I don't use 7, then the possibility is 6, 6 and 5. This is the only possibility, right? Because if 17 may say if I remove 6, I'm left with 11 and I cannot use a 7, I cannot use an 8. So there's only possibility is 6 and 5. Is this possible? Yes. In which case highest has to come from C. Okay. Highest has to come 6. So ये 6 एक होगा C का, दूसरा 6 होगा S का, और 5 होगा बचे हुए का which is F. So these are the two possibilities for Zuma. Baki there are 3 countries, they are doing whatever, I don't know what their scores are, so it's pointless. Let's look at questions. What is Amda's score in F? Now we saw, right, कि whether it is 1 to 4, ये दोनों ही options हैं. Whether it is 1 to 4 or 1, 3, 3, the 2 ones can only come from F. So A score in F is 1. Right, that is the common thing. So to answer this question, it's a theta question, guys. A score in F is 1. What is Z score in S? So Z ke we got 2 possibilities, right? 764 and 665. दोनों में S का score is 6. So this you see how horrid really. दोनों options का it is not cannot be determined. There is a common score and that's what they are asking. So F और C change हो रहा है पर दोनों में S का value is 6. So that also answer we can answer. That answer is 6. Let's do that. Let's quickly answer. B and D, 2 countries categorized as happy, are tied with the same total score. What is the maximum score they can have? So 3 country का, अभी एक का तो मुझे score पता है, Zuma. Okay? If I want 3 maximum scores, okay, then what is the sum of those 3? तो मुझे 3 maximum scores चाहिए. 3 maximum S of S plus F plus C. मतलब मैं maximum S का उठाऊंगी, maximum F and maximum C. मैं तीनों का maximum उठाऊंगी, correct? So S का maximum what is it? 1 plus 1 plus 1, 18. The 3 maximum scores from S are 18. So the 3 countries, right, जो S use करेंगे, they can use maximum 18. What is the maximum for F? It is 1 plus 5 plus 5. It is 17. And what is the maximum for C? It is 1 plus 4, sorry, it is 6 plus 4 plus 3. Right? That is it 13? That's what it's looking like, right? 6 plus 4 plus 3. So if you add it up, guys, what do you get? I'm getting 7 plus 5 plus 5 and 6 plus 4 plus 3, right? And this is 18. So you get 48. Out of which, right, one country has already used up 17. So how much is left? You have 31 left. This 31 you have to distribute with 2 countries having the same score. Can they both have 16? No, because then you know your sum would be 32. 16 for both is not possible. Can they both have 15? Yes. So instead of a 5, I can use a 4, or instead of a 4, I can use a, instead of this 5, I can use a 4, instead of a 4, I can use a 3. So a 31 can become 30. See, maximum है 31. So I cannot make it 32, but I can make it 33. I can reduce it by 1 to get two 15s. So the maximum score of the two countries, guys, cannot be 16 because the sum only, right? To maximum जो 9 score है उसका तो 48 हो रहा है, करेक्ट, जिसमें से एक तो 17 निकल गया, तो 31 कैन बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड इन टू एज 15 बट नॉट एज 16. If Benga scores 16 and Delma scores 15, then what is the maximum number of countries with a score of 13? Okay, so देखिए already ये काम हम कर चुके हैं. 16 और 15 से 17 we have used up for Zuma. 17 plus 16 plus 15 is exactly our highest of 48. So now let's use up all those 48s and see क्या बचता है to get a maximum score of 13. तो 48 बनाने के लिए हमने ये यूज किया, यहाँ से 2 में से 1 निकाला, 1 बचाया, ये यूज किया हमने, and we removed 2 from here and we are left with 1 here. Then we removed this, and we removed 1 from here to leave 3 here. Now to get a score of 13, guys, maximum itself is 13, but I'm using both these 5s. उसके पास 5 नहीं बचते हैं. So I use these two 5s and then I use 1 3 because that's the maximum for C. And I get one country with 13. After that, I cannot get 13 because it's 4 plus 3 maximum, 11. There are no more 5s and no more 4s here. So the maximum is 4 plus 3. So there's only one country who can get a 13. And that is your answer. So guys, I hope you can see that the first 2 sets should have been attempted, right? And these 2 sets are horrible. So answer is option B, right? So great. This was a very intense but a very useful and learning session. The sets were quite nice actually, okay? And I hope you learned quite a bit. You learned set selection also. And great, here is your puzzle. You have 5 distinct numbers, and how many different ways can you assign these numbers to the variables so that P is less than S, Q is less than S, R is less than T, and S is less than T, right? Great, here is your reading assignment, guys. We did, in the verbal passage, we looked at the north on maps, right? So I thought, why not just read a little bit more about that. So please read up this, it's an interesting short article. I'll see you again in the evening when we finish up the remaining DILR questions. And of course, we can meet on the Unacademy app anytime. So please subscribe, PJ. Take the test series that has just started. We are starting off with the second test. We started it off here on Saturday. So don't waste time. Please take the test. Go for your live doubt solving sessions, right? If you are focused, guys, on CAT 20, then look at the 12-month program because XAT, CET, lot of help Unacademy can give you for all your exams. And if you are confused between 20 and 21, then you can look at the 2-year course. You can use my code Munira10 to get a 10% discount, right? So great, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.